depressive day for the unemployed. It ain't looking good for Mutahar. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
As an engineer, if I show up to my office and I f up, okay, I don't have a job anymore.
Mutahar's military claims. Oh god, let's check it out.
There was a period of my life where I was joining the Royal Air Force here, like the Canadian Air Force here.
Damn, Mutahar's gangsta. SEAL Team 6.
Turns out that Mutahar, the engineer and globe-trotting film producer, was also joining the Royal Air Force.
Military was this was like way back in the day. Like this was like before high school. And
what? He does clarify.
This never happened.
Fair enough, I'll believe him on that.
But like the only reason I looked at the Air Force is like I couldn't afford university, and I wasn't going to go through a loan, so I was...
I'm not an engineer, so I ran it through AI, and the AI says there's 3 separate versions. 1. Pre-high school Air Force fantasy, never pursued. 2. Post-high school Army application, supposedly real. 3. Military as a means to fund engineering, timeline unclear. They conflict on timing, branch, and intent, but that's just a theory, a game theory. But Mutahar did something unforgivable. I believe he saw my videos and unfollowed me on Twitter. Funnily enough, I was a big fan, and I wanted some of that engineering expertise, so I messaged him before. Well, he ghosted me and sent me down a deep depression.
You should totally ignore college. I don't use my degree, and I haven't used it for like 6 years.
I didn't even get my degree, dude. That's the best part.
Yeah, nah, fuck college.
I remember the best part about high school was my 12th grade English teacher said that I would amount to a failure.
Now he's a decorated engineer. What's worse, I'm an engineer or I worked for Blizzard? It's funny how Billy Mitchell's out here really getting the last laugh. What if Mutahar's response absolutely dismantles every claim levied against him? Liar, fraud, Canadian. Now, I'm not necessarily saying this as an admission of guilt, but Mutahar's been caught privating videos that harmful opinions talked about.
And then I pointed out that a few years later in a video he stated he went to Aokigahara first, but without the intention to film. Pretty small thing, but apparently big enough for him to start hiding stuff. You could just say, oh, all the bits about the forest specifically are made up. Whatever. Instead, you privated it. What's going on, buddy?
Basically, the story goes that Mutahar went to the Logan Paul forest and had a creepy experience, and harmful opinions called this out, and all of a sudden, he, privated the video.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
The slight inconsistency was trivial until Mutahar acted and privated it. It just makes no sense. Why not just shrug it under the rug and, ignore it? Streisand effect. Dude is turning a nothing burger into a Five Guys deluxe meal because, bruh, silencing the engineer word in your comment section followed by privating videos is not a good look. Why? He's doing damage control by almost, leading in and confirming everyone's suspicions.
As an engineer...
Guys, I'm a computer, I'm a cybersecurity expert. I've worked in the business. I know what I'm doing, all right? And this is why I always give a disclaimer. Be careful, all right? Let the professionals handle it. I'm a professional. I got this.
The thing is, Mutahar 100% uses that engineer title as an appeal to authority.
My dad is probably one of the world's fucking greatest doctors. He's worked on the Ebola cure. He's worked on God knows what. He's worked with WHO. He's an open heart fucking surgeon, dude. He is a fucking decorated individual.
While Mutahar's the Johnny Sins of engineering, his dad's the Johnny Sins of medicine. God damn. My dad cured Ebola has some serious first, second generation Blizzard employee energy. Meat Canyon made a parody of pirate software, and at least he made it his profile pic.
And the reason he's a decorated individual is because he was passionate about what he did.
Alright, dad cured Ebola and is the best open heart surgeon in the world.
You know, my mom, she's a fucking microbiologist. Why? Because she was passionate about what she did.
Mom's a microbiologist. Yep, that totally owns those lazy gamers.
My uncle teaches, at the University of North fucking Carolina as a fucking theoretical physicist because he is passionate.
Uncle was a professor of theoretical physics because he had that passion these gamers don't have.
My aunt works at IBM working on the Titan supercomputer because she's passionate about what she does. I work as an editor in movies and TV down in LA, Tokyo, Dubai.
Mr. Worldwide, relax.
Can I see some of the stuff you've worked on, please? I genuinely just want to see it.
As your family, we deserve to see the tapes, Mutahar. Release the tapes. My uncle can slam 12 beers at Thanksgiving dinner because he's passionate at what he does. But apparently stuff got serious, and Mutahar's wife responded. Everyone's signal boosting a video with a light dox, and now people are working to dox our family. you. The guy who made the original video apparently said that it was super easy to find the GameStop Mutahar said was located X minutes from his house due to Mutahar's sloppy operation. The guy himself posted the GameStop he bought the Switch 2 from. Like, come on. I'm getting sidetracked, but Boston Pizza bangs. You gotta get the fishbowl. Of course, disclaimer, going after someone's personal life over YouTube video drama is pretty stupid, and if you do it, you're inarguably a loser. Also, why is your wife dropping all that? Control your woman, for crying out loud. WestJett, you're just a virgin incel. Yeah, so what? I'm an incel. Mutahar's about to be in a cell.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Knowing Mutahar's track record, what's the chance his dad worked on Ebola? Borderline 0. Everyone knows that one Uber driver that calls himself a CEO, but what Muta's doing can be worse because he is, in a way, using it to assert himself credibility, and it might be illegal in Canada. I am not a lawyer, and I'm not accusing him of a crime. Let me download some iDubbbz empathy real quick, and honestly, I do feel sort of sorry for this guy, but also, on the other hand, he does use his credentials to make morally grandstandy content talking down on others through drama, so I don't feel too bad. Mutahar acting like he spent 6 hours on the phone with Kit Boga. You should have never redeemed the medallion. Being Indian online is genuinely veteran difficulty. He couldn't afford university. Aren't his parents world-renowned doctors and engineers? Oof. Mutahar gives off my girlfriend goes to another school, you wouldn't know her energy.
Guys, I'm a cybersecurity expert. I've worked in the business. I know what I'm doing, all right? And this is why I always give a disclaimer. Be careful, all right? Let the professionals handle it.
I'm just using my film degree.
You would use your credentials as a video editor to bolster your arguments and points.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to tell you, working as a video editor, that's exactly the kind of stuff you would do to push a narrative.
You have insinuated that people are being deceptive before on the back of your credentials as a video editor. Like certain other claims you've made, you used this claim for years as a tool to convince people of things.
This guy's scary. You don't want this guy to be your enemy, so check out his videos down below.
Happy to be proven wrong about everything. I mean, I'm working to prove myself wrong. I reported you to Professional Engineers Ontario. I showed them the claims you made of being an engineer, and I showed them stuff like the ad you did for Intel, where you claimed to have been an engineer, and talked about testing hardware in the accompanying Facebook post. They got back to me and asked for evidence that you live in Ontario. I've given it to them, and I guess eventually we'll find out if it's an issue or not.
You know, going that far is honestly insane. You know, 0 to 100 real quick, but, you know, at least we'll get some answers. I feel like these guys genuinely opened Pandora's box, and, you know, Mutahar's silence is deafening. But YouTube's not his real job, so his income hasn't taken a hit, I suppose. Maybe White Mutahar will cover this in another video. And now, truth be told, the only reason I'm even so invested in this story is because, you know, I myself thought this guy was an engineer. And Mutahar is terrible at dealing with criticism, so it is kind of funny seeing him, like, silence things and, like, private videos.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Hello, guys and gals. Mutahar is not here. Even Mutahar's own Reddit is bullying him. Love the cope, guys. Oh boy, I love the usual. I don't care. I like the content in general. This is the stupidest controversy ever. What's a big deal? He's not a real engineer. I watch his content. While criticizing Pirate Software's credentials is so f***ing hypocritical. Critical. Like, at this point, I'm just waiting for his response. And, follow me back on Twitter, you dick. I didn't do nothing. Jokes aside, I don't really care. But I'm not a little pussy like you making a video talking about how you quit Twitter and then coming back in 3 months because you need attention from strangers to feel like you're worth something. Sit down, dog, before I call reinforcements. I'm unsubscribing from your YouTube channel.